Good afternoon, traders. This is Eli Tesfaye, Senior Market Strategist here at R.J.O Futures in Chicago, and I hope you're enjoying your afternoon. I just want to give you a quick recap about the metals market. I was looking at gold, silver, platinum, palladium today. They started out a little bit weaker in the morning because Reuters carried an article that there was a deal in South Africa between the miners and the three top producers, and that actually is a positive. And of course, that's coming ahead of the South Africa election, the first week of May, and that's gave a little bit of weakness in the market. And later, of course, by now that the tension in Ukraine, it's kind of feeding itself. There was even in eastern Ukraine, there was a report that the mayor was shot riding his bicycle, and I ride my bicycle every day to work, so reading that is a shock to me. I don't want that to happen to anybody, but these things happen. But here's the thing. Here's what's happening. The news is kind of feeding on itself, and the situation there, I think at some point is getting a little bit out of control. And unless Russia kind of rein the situation in, to step up, I don't see any end in sight, and I think that's going to be very supportive for gold market. And every little weakness in the gold market is going to be an opportunity to buy. And so another situation is you have a weakness in the dollar, and the equity markets, of course, are coming off, and that's also supportive in gold. And there's been kind of back and forth activity between the equity market and the gold market, and the equities are, coming off. Gold tend to bid up, and this kind of relationship has been happening. And money is always flowing. And this week we have the GDP coming up, and we have FOMC meetings. So it's going to be a packed week for in market activities. And so we're going to have to watch how all that gets affected. And for those of you who are client of R.J.O'Brien and R.J.O Futures, if you subscribe to the Hightower report, he sends out a daily statistics on stats on the market, basically looking at the previous day, second support, first support, pivot, first resistance, second resistance. And these reports generated the day before. And so coming into today's session, we're looking at the pivot being around 1300 for gold. And so, the market right now is about 1298. So it's the market. These numbers are pretty slightly accurate, and I mean they're close. And I watch those every morning, and I try to see how the market reacts around these levels. Support, resistance, pivot, and that's for traders. These are very valuable tools to keep an eye on. So we'll see what happens for the rest of the week. But as I said earlier, that gold market is going to be supportive. Any weakness, I think, is going to be seen as an opportunity to buy. Futures and options on futures may involve substantial risk and may not be suitable for all investors.